basketball court in my city. Some days it seemed like, I suppose you could call it the Garden of Eden, kind of in a rap way. There was this guy, Rezene is what he called himself, because I think he wanted to feel French for some reason, even though he was kind of your average unemployed 50-year-old ex-basketball legend, kind of a limping guy too. He had a leg problem, but he could still play. And Rezene would bring his favorite records. I think he was living on the street. I don't think he had a home. But he had this old boombox that he would carry around, and he put on the Ohio Players or all this old funk music that he really liked. And one day, a guy from Chicago was out, like an older man. I think he was probably about 60. And he heard this song that Rezene had put on, and he started to just like dance like he really felt it. He was just moving kind of doing the old man's dance, like moving his ass and grinding his feet into the basketball court, and everything stopped because this guy, he was feeling the music so much that nobody was feeling the basketball game anymore. And it was kind of bizarre because the basketball game, it's such an important kind of masculine, look at me now kind of thing, But he, with this kind of graceful, also kind of, I would call it a little bit silly, kind of dancing, this guy got the attention of everybody, and it seemed like he got the attention of the whole day, because he started dancing, right, and he started to move into the middle of the basketball court, and everybody stopped playing because it was time for this guy to jam, time for him to just move his body, and everybody was paying attention only to him. Nobody cared about basketball anymore, except for maybe some of the hardcore guys, like the asshole guys were like, yeah, but they couldn't say anything. And this kind of reminded me of some sort of bizarre grace that people have, and that maybe that movement of people have, where you take control but in a tender way. And this guy took off his shoes because he was feeling the music so hard that he had to put his bare feet on that basketball court and dance, And for the entire song, everybody just, let this guy roll, and everybody was laughing, and all the babies that were, playing around the park kind of got into it too, and it just seemed like this huge family presence that I would suppose that would be the Garden of Eden, If you could paint that, you could sort of have this biblical idea of the concept of the Garden of Eden, kind of like a white person thing, but I would see the Garden of Eden being a little bit more towards Africa. I don't know, that's not like a political statement. It just seems like they coined a way of expressing humanity that, you don't really get that from other institutions. You get that from people hanging out and being themselves, and I think that's what I learned from basketball one day.